Number 7 here, we're going to find the product. Again, this follows a particular pattern. If you don't recognize the pattern, it's okay. Just multiply it out like exactly like normal. X times x, that becomes x squared. X times negative 10 becomes negative 10x. Then we move on to the second terms. 10 times x becomes 10x. Then the last one, 10 times negative 10 becomes negative 100. Notice the terms in the middle here are like terms, but when you add, they cancel, becomes negative x. Okay, because negative 10x and positive 10x becomes 0x. Bring everything else down, x squared, and then bring down the negative 100. No one really writes this plus 0x, okay, because it's nothing. So you can just write it as this. This would be the final answer, x squared minus 100. Next, same thing here, okay. The 2x times 2x becomes 4x squared. And then 2x times negative 1 becomes negative 2x. Then you have 1 times 2x becomes 2x. And then 1 times negative 1 becomes negative 1 here. Notice these are like terms in the middle. That becomes 0x. Bring everything else down. The 4x squared comes down. And then the minus 1 comes down. No one really writes a 0x, so that can go away, leaving you here with the answer of negative 4x squared minus 1. The last one, let's do that. We have x times x, that becomes x squared. And then we have x times negative 3y, that's negative 3xy. 3y times x, that becomes 3xy. And then 3y times negative 3y becomes negative 9y squared. Notice the two inside ones becomes 0xy because negative 3 plus 3 is 0. We keep the same dimensions of xy. Bring everything else down, bring down the x squared, and bring down that negative 9y squared. No one really writes that 0xy here. That just goes away. Okay, and leaving you here with negative 9y squared. Notice in all of these, the middle terms will cancel. The reason why is because this has a particular pattern. This is called a difference, okay, of squares, right? Do you see how this is a plus and this is a minus, right? And then 10 times 10 is 100, right? Here, plus, minus, right? That's a difference, right? 2 times 2, 4. 1 times 1, negative 1, right? 1 times negative 1 is 1. Same thing here. Difference of squares, plus, minus, right? The middle one's canceled. X times x, x squared. 3y, negative 3y becomes negative 9y squared, okay? When it's a difference of squares, those middle terms will always cancel out, right?